Hello students, welcome to History Chapter 3, that is Applied History Part 3. In this part, we are going to see the management studies. Now, my dear students, management means what? How the production is managed, how, in which stages it has to go. So, this till the final good comes out from the raw material. When the raw material is collected, then it goes to first type of machine, then second machine, then third machine, and then it is assembled together, then some process has been done, and then it goes to next, and finally the final production comes out. Till then, so many people are involved, so many machines are involved, the technique is involved, and then when the things are mixed together, added together, combined together, and then the final production when it comes out from the company, till then how this production is managed. Then the next management is the market management, how it goes to the market, to the people, how it is sold. So all these we are going to study in this section. So let us see management studies. In order to understand various factors involving the chain of production, such as means of production. What do you mean by means of production? So let us see, you take any example, say suppose the chalk. Chalk is means of production. Right from any small commodity, small article, till the largest article, say for example motorbike, car. When it is produced, it becomes a commodity. So all the articles which are created, which are composed, which are prepared, produced, is called commodity. When it comes for the sale in the market to be utilized by the people, it is called as commodity. So here the means of production means the finished good. The raw material are mixed together, and then final goods which is utilized by the people, which is useful for the people, is considered as means of production. Human resources to make this commodity, to prepare this commodity, we have to have human resources. We have to have machines, we have to have raw material. So many things are involved to produce this commodity. So human resources means the workers which are working and preparing, producing these things. And process of production, when the workers are there, for example, let us take the example of motorbike. Then the motorbike is not finally produced by one man. There are chain of people who are doing this. For example, one at one machine, one person must be doing the handle. Then the second machine, someone must be doing the accelerator. The wheels are produced in somewhere else. The tires are produced in different department, and the machine, the silencer is produced in different part, and all these combined, assembled together, and then finally a motorbike is produced. So in this way, it is considered as the process of production, how it is produced, as well as the chain of market. So when this commodity motorbike is produced, at once it doesn't go to house, So there is a system, chain of market. For example, once it is produced by company, then it goes to main dealer. From main dealer, it goes to the district dealer. From there to the wholesaler, and then from wholesaler seller to the shop where the people go and they buy. So in this way, there are several agents in between, 6 to 7 agents, different agents, from right from factory till the commodity goes to the people's hand. There are several agents in between. It has to go through these stages, and then finally it reaches to the market. So this is called chain of market. So all these and sales management, how to sell this commodity. Then first of all, you have to tell that you have produced one particular type of bike. So this bike is very good, it is very powerful, and suppose it works on electricity. So then once you charge, it goes for 700 kilometers. So all this, how people will know? Through the advertisement. So all these agents are in between, and this is considered as sales management. Then several factors are there in the sales management. All these are essential, and its history is very important in this case. It is essential to have the knowledge of the system of the past. So we have to have the past knowledge. Once we have this past knowledge, then we can move further. Earlier, let us take the example that we had our Rajdut motorbike, which was very much indigenous, which was made in India. But then later on, the technique went ahead, and then when these factories realized that we have to have a better technique, then collaboration with the Japanese company, the many factories, Indian factories are collaborating with the Japanese factories and producing much better bike, and people which is light at weight, and which takes the high speed at once, and therefore people likes to buy such type of vehicle. So in this way, my dear student, the from the past history, from the previous history, earlier we had SD motorbike, the Rajdut motorbike. Now they are not there, but then they are what technique at that time it was used, same technique with added new technique, and then the latest motorbikes are produced. Let us say Hero or Honda or any other new bike or any other sport bike or whichever bike you like. So the past history of these is more important, and then the latest model comes out. It is essential to understand the psychological character of people working at various level in the chain of production. So we have to understand their psychology. Suppose 1,000 people are working in a factory, and early morning they come to our factory. Now when they leave their house, what is their psychology? In what status they have come to our factory? With this background, they are coming here and working, but then the whole mindset, whole attention is at their home, that what my children must be doing, what my wife must be doing, what trouble they are facing, and therefore the production over here becomes less, or the quality of the production goes down. In order to stop this, it is it is essential to understand the psychological character of the people over here and their various levels in the chain of production. So we have to understand their psychology. Accordingly, we have to shape them, and then the management has to think that how much work we have to get it done. For example, machine which produces only the handle of the motorbike, my dear student. So as I was talking to you about the handle, so first of all, the rods are created. This rods goes to second machine, and then the shape of the motorbike shape is given to that. Then it goes further. Then the accelerator is added to that. Then it goes to next person. The clutch is added to that. Then it goes to next, and the brake is added to that, and then it goes to next, and the switches, different switches, and light switches are added. So in this way, they are added, and finally the handle is ready. So when till the time handle is ready, people are working with this. It is the chain of production, and we have to find out the psychology of the people, and let this work. Now within 1 hour, suppose the chain of people are producing 20 handles in per hour, 20 handles per hour, then company wants that. So in 1 hour, if 20 handles, then company wants to get this work done more faster from there. Therefore, company wants put pressures on the worker, and 25 handles they will ask to make within an hour. So in this way, the takt time is added, and within the given time, so much of production has to be done. So then we have the market for healthy management. So we have to have market system, and in this market system, our production has to be sold, and it should reach to the people. To achieve it, understanding of the social and economical institutes that support the industrial and commercial process is important. So it is very important to have this system, chain of system, that is commerce and trade, and then till the commodity comes out, how it is, how it goes to the consumer, till it reaches to the consumer. It is important, and this has to manage very well. And therefore, you must have heard, my dear student, MBA. What is MBA? Business management. How the business is managed. There is a past history of how the business was managed. Then more and more changes took place in that, and then the latest technology was added, and now the business are managed within a particular way, so that all the resources, all the production, the processes, everything goes faster. Move on to the next field in the applied history, that is the arts. It is important to understand the development of various art forms with the help of their styles. So, what is the art form? Um, there are several types of arts. Say visual art. There are performing arts. Visual arts means we can see, for example, painting is type of art. performing art, the dramas, dances, it's considered as performing arts. And again, there are several forms in that. So how these art forms are evolved with the help of their style of expression. So this expression, how at once this art form was not developed, it got slowly developed, it was evolved, and their foundation in the form of intellectual, emotional, cultural traditions. So all these for example, Kathak, when a Kathak dance is done, any one topic of story is taken, and then the Kathak style of dance is done, and then slowly the story is depicted from Mahabharata, from Ramayana, any story, and then the expression. For example, if the Sita Maya was kidnapped by Ravana, that scene was shown, and then how Ravana came there, how he was cruel, so that anger, and then he caught her there, yeah, and then how he took her. So all these several forms, how Sita Maya was in tears, how she was asking help from Lord Rama and Lakshmana. So all these expressions are evolved slowly, and then this art form is has come into the final form. The key to the expression in any art form, emotional temperament of the artist, and the developmental history of the respective art form can be understood with the help of cultural history. So, what is the culture? First of all, how this culture was evolved, and then how this art form came into existence, how slowly, step by step, it was built. So, all this history helps us to understand, and then art form goes ahead and it is developed. So in this way, art is very helpful in the fields of applied history. The next field we are going to study is the humanities. Humanities includes several disciplines or several topics like history, archaeology. Archaeology means the past things which are found, which are collected, past material. So study of that is archaeology. Sociology, how the society was existed, how it was based. Anthropology. Anthropology means the study of human being, how human being existed during that time. The political science, how the politics was developed at that time. The economy, how economy was based, whether it was barter system, whether it was money system. So all these several disciplines or subjects are involved in humanities. We have to go to its origin, um, which means origin to find out the philosophy of it. What is the ideology behind this? So ancient people tried to understand the universe, how this universe came into existence, who has created it, and what is the relationship with this universe to us, how the trees grows, how the sun rises, how the star rises, who pushes them, they move in a particular manner. So all these questions are studied in the philosophical questions are a part of humanities. Mythological stories about the origin, so how the universe came into existence, we know that Darwin's theory. Besides that, there are quite a many different stories, how the universe, it was a hot gaseous form, the universe, and then slowly it started getting cool down, and then when it was cooled, then as it was moving, it got scattered, and then several continents were formed. So there are several stories, and even the mythological stories are involved about the universe. So the universal order, how this order, the sun rises in the east, all the stars and planets rises in the east, they set in the west. Why they don't rise in the south and set in the north? So this is the universal order, and who has put this order? So the next one is human life. What is the relationship with this universe and human life to us? So who are we? Then gods and goddesses. Whether God exists, the goddesses are existing. Where are they? If they are in heaven, where is the heaven? Are they demons? Where are they existing? Where is the hell? So all such questions are studied in the humanities. Rituals and their explanation. For example, if a person is born, then what has to be done? Which type of ritual has to be done at that time? So, ritual means the ceremony. For example, marriage ceremony. Then marriage ceremony is not that husband and wife comes together and they are garland to each other and marriage is over. No, it's the ceremony goes on for 4 to 5 days, and every day is symbolic. So how it has to perform. Let us take the last example, that they go around the fire and take 7 rounds, 7 fairas. So it is symbolic. Each para, what they have to do, everything is explained, and this explanation is done by philosophy. So only historical knowledge can help us in understanding these developmental stages. So if we go back and back and back, then we will realize how the how this philosophy was developed, and how it is related to us, how it is applied to us. So let us begin the next topic, my dear student, that is applied history and our present. So how this history is applicable to us at present, because historical events are past, they are happened, they are over. For example, the battle of Panipat, it's over. How it is applicable to us? The battle fought with Afzal Khan, it's over. How is it applicable to us? Or any other battles, the past events, how they are applicable to us? So applied history gives us answer to such question, that how practical they are in our present life. What is their value? How, when the Mahabharata was fought, at that time, it was fought. What is the value for us today? Applied history tells us today the value of it. It gives us the answer to these such questions, how it is applicable to us. The visible and invisible relics of the past. For example, if we go to Panipat, then we will have the battlefield of Panipat, and the whole story of Panipat will be before our eyes. And then when we study the past event, history, how Ahmad Abdali came and how he fought with the Peshways, and how Peshways, what was the situation at that time. If we study thoroughly, then it gives us interest. And then if we have to come out with the film, then we have to study all the situation at that time, and then bring out those language, the drapery, the battlefield, from when to which time they were fighting. So all this we have to depict. In this way, it becomes applicable to us. The visible and invisible relics of the past. Again, I'll give you the next example of Delhi Fort or the Taj Mahal at Agra. These are the relics, these are the remains of the past event. So it gives us, when we visit such sites, it tells us about the past. It gives us that what Akbar emperor must be thinking about his Begum, and then how he has built such monument, it which still exists. So it is the sign of love. So all this from the past relics we can recreate, we can learn from it. We nurture some curiosity and attraction towards such relics. Qutub Minar or the Red Fort, Fatehpur Sikri. When we visit such sites, then it tells us the past event, how Qutubuddin Aibak has built this tower. So it tells us, and then it creates a curiosity amongst us to read more and more about such past events. It is our heritage. They hence it builds our identity. When Trump or Bill Gates or any other foreigners, they visit India, when they go to Delhi, then they would like to visit the Red Fort. They would like to visit the Taj and all the past events. They will ask how this was built, what is the architecture over there used, and what is the sign of it. So all such questions, as a curiosity, they would like to read. So read from the past. That is the history. It is applicable to us. It takes us to the origin of those created things, the relics. Preservation and conservation of such relics, I would say relics means the past remaining things or the monuments, they are our heritage. Their preservation and conservation is more important. When we preserve them, many more people would like to go and see, visit, and then when many more people will visit, they will study more and more, and in that case, the our heritage is nurtured. Hence, we also get tourism, and from tourism, our economy is built up. So, heritage management creates opportunity of employment. Several people are employed over there. So many visitors visit Taj Mahal. Let us take the example of Taj Mahal, or we take the example of Ajanta and Ellora caves. Many visitors visit there, and there are quite a many guides who knows several languages. So suppose the German people comes, then you switch on to German and try to tell them the history. When the visitors like to know the history in their own language, then it becomes very interesting for them to see such monument. So it creates the job opportunities. Understanding our present with the help of history for the benefit of our future. So we have to understand our present situation and study the past event and then explain how it was. So this will be not only for us beneficial at present time, but also for the generation to come ahead. And therefore, the heritage sites are very, very important. And from that point of view, they are
applicable to us even till today.